Hi, my name is Len Cicero. In this video, we're going to talk about safety with test instruments. We will discuss the category ratings of test instruments and why it's important for you to know. We will talk about the IEC 61010 standard. There are many test instruments available on the market. Always ensure that you have the most appropriate test instrument for the job. Common mistakes made. There are many. For example, make sure not to exceed the maximum input of your meter. Most common mistake is to measure voltage with the leads in the current inputs. Current inputs are very low resistance. It appears as a short circuit to voltage. For current input protection, most meters are fused. Look for high energy fusing. 2300 voltage measurement with an instrument rated for low voltage. 600 volts, AC or DC. Overload protection cannot protect you from this kind of mistake. Most overload protection is rated based on instrument's highest voltage measurement rating. Visually inspect the test tool. Check for any contaminants on the test leads, tester case, holster, and accessories. Never use testers that have signs of cracked cases or loose components. Never use a tester in an environment that is beyond the capabilities described in the specifications. Use manufacturer's recommended replacement components like leads and fuses. Visually inspect test leads, proper category rating, double insulation, shrouded connectors, finger guards, insulation not damaged, not melted, cut, cracked, or stretched, connectors, no insulation pulled away from end connectors, probe tips, not loose or broken off. Before you get started, quick check of your test tool. It is always a good idea to check the DC voltage and AC voltage with a known source before beginning the day. This does not negate the 3-point measurement method. Testing the tester on a known live source, then testing the subject circuit, and then going back and testing the tester on a known live source. Check the fuse, and remember to replace with only the manufacturer's recommended replacement part. Remember to always be aware of your battery usage. Digital instruments will become erratic or can give improper readings once the power drops below normal operating levels. Know your tester. Insulation rating, environmental rating, splash proof or not. Features such as minimum, maximum, peak, hold, measurement functions. AC or DC volts, capacitance, measurement rating, and maximum input. Safety, such as the category rating. Certified devices and equipment. Look for tools that are certified by an independent lab, such as UL, IEC, CSA. Pay close attention to the safety ratings on the equipment. Never use equipment that is not properly rated. Never use accessories that are not recommended or rated for your tester or environment. Overvoltage hazards with electrical test instruments. High voltage transients from lightning, large inductive loads being switched on and off, or capacitive discharge. Select a meter with the proper UL/IEC category rating for the environment that the user is going to be working in. What is an overvoltage? Any voltage level that is short in duration and 10% greater than the system normal operating AC, RMS, or DC voltage level, also known as a voltage transient. IEC 61010 is the standard for low voltage test measurement and control equipment. It provides much improved protection against overvoltage impulse transients or voltage spikes. IEC 61010 requires an instrument to provide protection against overvoltage impulse transients or voltage spikes. The higher the transient voltage available, the higher the category. High energy transients are much more dangerous because they can trigger an arc blast. The greater the source impedance, the lower the category. Transients are dampened by system impedance as they travel from the point where they were generated. For example, TVSS, or transient voltage surge suppression devices, are sized larger, more joules, at the panel than at the receptacle outlet. Key concepts of IEC 61010. Categories: Category 1 to Category 4. Again, the greatest danger from transients is in the high categories, because they could trigger an arc blast. Impulse testing in the test labs. No failure is allowed. Meters must be tested by being hit with a specified number of transients with specified peak voltages. Internal spacing of components is increased in the higher category rating test instruments. Overvoltage category. The level and energy of voltage impulses is dependent on the location. The closer the location to the power source, the higher the available transient voltage, and thus the higher the category. IEC 61010 defines 4 locations or categories. Category 4, origin of installation, such as utility level and any outside cable run. Category 3, distribution wiring, including mains, bus, feeders, and branch circuits. Permanently installed loads. Category 2 includes receptacle outlet circuit, plug-in loads. Category 1, protected electronic circuits. Determining the true voltage withstand rating. Within each category, there are designated working voltages. A higher voltage has a higher transient withstand. Here are some examples. Category 4 is for use at the origin of the installation, such as utility service. Category 3 is for premises wiring, main circuits, for example, bus and feeder and distribution panels. Category 2 is for loads that are plug-in at a receptacle outlet. Category 1 is for equipment in which measures are taken to limit transient overvoltage to an appropriately low level. And this illustration says it all. An adequately rated, permanently mounted test device may be used to supplement the test to verify the absence of voltage of the conductors or circuit parts at the work location, provided it meets the following requirements. It is permanently mounted and installed in accordance with the manufacturer's instructions and tests the conductors and circuit parts at the point of work. It is listed and labeled for the purpose of verifying the absence of voltage. It tests each phase conductor or circuit part both phase to phase and phase to ground. The test device is verified as operating satisfactorily on any known voltage source before and after verifying the absence of voltage. Please ensure that you have selected the appropriate test instrument. And remember to test before you touch. I'm Len Cicero, and please stay safe.